welcome to the jump off point. This is Before the Jump. I am Sly.
And I'm Spook.
We have just watched the trailer for Mission Impossible 6. What are your thoughts, Spook?
I'll say first cab off the rank, Henry Cavill. That is the worst CGI moustache I've ever seen.
It might not be a CGI.
Oh, it looks CGI.
I think it's the worst CGI Henry Cavill I've ever seen.
I think this trailer looks really, really good.
Fucking looks awesome.
I've seen all Mission Impossible films. I've seen the first 3, I think probably maybe once. But subsequent ones that I saw or enjoyed a hell of a lot more was Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation.
Yep.
I thought they were exceptionally good films. I think the last one, which was Rogue Nation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think the comment we were talking about post that film is this is the template for how Bond movies should be these days.
Yep.
Bond is tired. These are really good action flicks. You know, there's a lot of logic in these films as well as action, and this one looks like it's carrying the baton forward. I'm really got to say I'm looking forward to this one.
And I actually like the way Cruise's Ethan Hunt is portrayed. He's not... the Daniel Craig Bond is meant to be...
A chimp?
He's meant to be very sort of jaded and, you know, that Timothy Dalton type burned out. And Timothy Dalton, I thought that carried off really well. Daniel Craig just sort of seems to be really bland when he does it for me. He's really... You hear Daniel Craig in interviews like he really shits on Bond, you know, playing Bond. And that comes across in his performance. That's the way I feel. Anyway, so that's gone off on a tangent. Mission Impossible 6, fucking love the look of it. Awesomely shot, brilliant scenes. Probably probably the trailer, one trailer today that's made me feel like, shit, I can't wait for this movie to come out. I've seen all the other 5 several times. I did a couple of years ago watch them all in a row, and it's really amazing. Like, first one's a really solid movie. Second one's a franchise killer. It's the sort of movie you'd expect, and that would be fuck, that's it. Third one's a really good movie, even though J.J. Abrams is involved. It's still a great movie. And then the fourth one is better, and the fifth one's better still. But there's also an arc that follows his marriage, which goes over those 3 movies. You probably don't appreciate that if you only see the movies when they're coming out every few years. This one looks fucking fantastic. Tom Cruise sometimes gets a bad rap from people. I'm not sure why. He's one of the few A-grade, bankable stars who's, you know, survived the last couple of generations, whereas others have, you know, sort of either disappeared or declined into supporting roles through no fault of their own. That's just the market. But like, he's one of the few guys who's kept his marquee over the fucking 4 decades or whatever it is. So I'm really looking forward to this. I think this looks great, you know, and every scene to me looks like it's just been carefully crafted to fucking really impress you.
It's a well constructed trailer.
Yeah.
A lot of trailers always look good, and it's the point of the trailers to get you know, the juices flowing. But this one just looks exceptionally good. I'm hoping that the film is exceptionally good as well. And to be honest, I mean, this is probably one of the few franchises I think where sequelitis has diminished.
Yeah.
It's just gotten better and better and better as it's gone on, which is incredible considering this is what, the 7th film now?
Sixth
film. So it's it's well done to all involved. And we haven't even seen the film yet.
Yeah. You'd really got to give credit to Cruise who drives this, and you'd have to imagine he's got quite a bit of input into this and into the way it's played and the stories that are, you know, rolled out and all that. So I really, you know, fucking big plaudits to Tom Cruise for keeping this series not only going but getting better. And if you look at like what you said, like sequelitis, most movie series, about the first one's good, the second one's usually okay, the third one's yeah, and the fourth one's like, okay, well that's it. And that sort of applies. You look at Lethal Weapon, fourth one was just bad. Batman and Robin, that one was bad. You know, they usually get tired. They don't, you know, they stop finding new ways to say things. Mission Impossible is great. And I think one of the things that's really worked in its favour is it hasn't suffered from that trying to just fucking make everything bigger and more explosive and more actiony. Instead, they've just kept everything in context. Whereas, you know, all the fucking other sequels, they always just try and go bigger and badder, and it just loses its humanity in doing that. So no, I'm looking forward to this.
So what you're saying is that there won't be a bigger star killer base in this one?
No, I don't think there will be. You know, there'll be stunts and all that, but I think, you know, they'll just be different stunts. They won't be bigger stunts. You know, I mean, the series I always point to is Die Hard. Fucking the first one's brilliant, and the second one's pretty good, and the third one's, you know, it's pretty good. But like it starts to decline because things get like really big and stupid. And that fourth one I actually reckon could have been a good movie, but they did some scenes like where he dances on the fucking jet plane. It's like, oh god. Anyway, any final thoughts on Mission Impossible 6 Fallout?
No, bring it on. Can't wait to see it.
Yep, me too. Well done, Tom.
Keep punching.
Subscribe if you like what you hear. Follow us on Twitter or like us on Facebook.
All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.